It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets going up against the 76ers in Philadelphia. For Philadelphia, this is their first time playing this squad so far this season. Last year, they had a winning record against them, going 2-1. So often we talk about players we'll get to see on the floor, but Shaq, you had a chance to speak with a player in tonight's game. You met up with DJ recently. Anything you want to share?
Ernie, I was so impressed. This guy has the temperament that all greats of the NBA have. He loves basketball and he loves music. So do I. We talk about it for hours.
Wait, you were with DJ for hours?
I sure was.
And you ain't called me. You know that's like DJ's one of my favorite players. Just, I'd like to hang out with him just to see what it is. It's like that now?
What had happened was the phone had fell in the pool, and I didn't get a chance to replace it.
I had no idea he was such a big country music fan.
Oh, he loves it.
I think it's time to fold him right now.
Yeah. I think a lot of people already folded him.
Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with the broadcast from Philadelphia. It's the home of the 76ers, the Wells Fargo Center. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. Hello, everyone. With Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin. And before we get underway...
Well, guys, he told me they're up against a team that really finishes strong at the rim, and he wanted to get that point across to his players. He wants them to protect the rim with every bit of energy they've got throughout this entire contest. Let's see if they're up to it.
Thank you, David. Well, Chris, as we get deeper into the season, it becomes clear to us, the fans, who the real title contenders are. You were on some teams that were considered title contenders. When did you know that this was the way your team was going to go?
Well, I think you know you can go all the way when you come in to training camp. You have a special feeling. You know each player's skill set. You know how they can add to yours. You understand the chemistry. I don't think any team comes together in the beginning of the season and doesn't expect that they can win a championship, the ones that really have a legitimate chance. It's not like you can say, hey, I didn't know we were that good. Hey, we can vie for the championship. No, I think most teams go into the season from last year saying, you know what, next year is our year, and that's how we were. We prepared for it from day one in training camp. That's how we approached it. And being on bad teams, you don't even mention championship. You say, hey, we need to get better every day. That's the code for it. We're going to be bad, but let's keep our head up and take this punch in the face and keep it going.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. MKG and Williams are the forwards. Walker and Monk are the guard tandem. And it's Kaminsky in at the 5 spot. Fultz the pass to Beecham. He got it. Good job in the low post.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Outside, Walker. Williams a screen. Here's Monk. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Not easy to miss a clean look inside like that, but he manages to do it.
And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's just a bad foul there. The refs are going to be all over that one.
Fultz the pass to Beecham. And he makes good on the layup. Beechram's got his first basket of the night.
They're finding every shot they've wanted so far. Perfect 3-for-3 start.
For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Right side to Walker. He kicks to Kaminsky. Front past the arc. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Away from home, you got to execute. And they did that flawlessly.
Yeah, and they also controlled the pace of the game for most of the night. Outstanding effort in a hostile environment.
B-Train passes to Embiid, and it's going to be a 3-second call. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for Philadelphia.
And no doubt they relied upon that three-point shot to provide a big chunk of their scoring. And that's been a trend in the modern NBA, and they took that philosophy and ran with it.
Williams gets to Monk. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Monk's got his first points in this one.
Now that time, the defender may have played Kaminsky to pick and pop, but Kaminsky held his ground, therefore the effective screen.
There's the pick. They get it again. Saric, his shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And that makes them 80% from the floor early on. Let's see how long they can stay this hot.
And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Walker. Takes a 3. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And Walker's development as a three-point shooter has been a critical part of his blossoming game.
Outside for Simmons. Here's B-Train, coming off a solid outing against Cleveland. To the middle. Here's Embiid again, Philadelphia.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, yeah, he's a guy who can carry you for stretches, long stretches in this game. You want to get him involved early and often.
There's Walker with the 3. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
And Walker is what we call thirsty. He's thinking of firing as soon as he gets the rock. Great presence of mind from the point guard.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here's Monk. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Celtics in Boston.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game. And maybe not as highly touted as some other guards that went before him, but Malik Monk can be scary on the floor. He can get hot like no other, and once he's dialed in, the points just seem to flow.
And the shot goes in from Embiid.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Walker dishes to Kaminsky. Kid Gilchrist sets the pick for Kaminsky. Shot's good by Walker.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 7-8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. B-Train passes to Simmons. Here's B-Train. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. The shot by Saric, no good.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time.
There's a screen by Williams to the paint, and it's Williams finishing it off.
And Walker strikes a nice balance between scoring and finding his teammates. That time for a wide open bucket.
Here's B-Train, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
And the type of game that many coaches hate. Very little defense being played on either end.
Kaminsky misses. 76ers have gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. Stolen by Walker. Now here's Monk, the fast break chance. Outside, Walker releases. The shot by Monk is no good.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Simmons passes to B-Train. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Uses the glass to finish the layup. B-Train's got 8.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
There's a screen by Williams. Deflects the pass. Here's Kid Gilchrist.
And don't forget about the long reach that Simmons possesses. And he uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with blocks like that.
From 12 feet out. Again, Philadelphia.
And how about the excellent court vision, just keeping the defense off balance.
But if you're his teammate, you love this right now because all you have to do is focus on finishing.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
This is an important shot for Kid Gilchrist to train, demonstrating a much improved three-point stroke.
B-Train passes to Simmons. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. Guarded by Simmons. Kicks it to Walker. Kaminsky sets the pick for Walker, and there's the call on Dario Saric. That's his first foul. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And then for Charlotte, Zeller, he's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Favors comes in for Marvin Williams. And Alec Burks subbed in for Kid Gilchrist. Pick by Zeller. 6 on the shot clock. Charlotte, no good that time either.
Oh, man, you can't get much better look from three-point range than that one. That just wasn't in rhythm.
Here's Howard, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Monk kicks to Walker. Pass to Favors. Zeller, a screen on Embiid. And it's sent back by Howard.
No trespassing. Howard controlling the defense.
To the paint. There's B-Train. He's got 8. And the rejection by Favors. Burks with it. Monk, no one around him, and unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Not a very consistent quarter figure in terms of the shooting.
Pass to B-Train. And he dunks it down.
Didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. And Walker kicks to Favors. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Reddick comes in for Simmons, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Fultz. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Bayless is checked in. Favors with the screen. And the Hornets miss again.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Charlotte trailing.
But if you watch the Hornets over the past few seasons, it's easy to see how disciplined they are. They don't turn the ball over on simple plays. They never get too ahead of themselves and give away possessions.
Bayless's shot is off.
Something affected him on that shot, and it wasn't the defense.
B-Train passes to Miles. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And with the Hornets taking care of the ball really has become a bit of an identity for this team. It's something that is at the heart of what they do.
Well, with the roster they have, in order to compete with the top teams, they need to play smart. Limiting turnovers and making the most of possessions is critical in that.
Pick by Zellen. Outside, Walker. A shot missing. And Philadelphia the other way now. And this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
B-Train passes to Howard, and he makes that one. Howard's got his second basket of the game.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Walker, and it's blocked.
I think he lets the D get to him there, and he rushes. He has plenty of space there if he just takes his time.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Now Bayless, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Favors with the screen. 6 to shoot. High, arcing shot. The offensive rebound. Bayless's shot is off.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And so it's Charlotte with it. Hornets trail by 8. Outside, Walker. Over McConnell. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Teardrop shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. McConnell's got his first bucket of the night. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
And boy, this really doesn't look good. That just the way it happened.
I'm not a doctor, but nothing about that play screams minor injury. Obviously, this could be a real concern.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for the Hornets. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Howard with the steal. It's Reddick on the wing. And there's the pass to Beecham. The feed to Howard. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Passes to McConnell. Tips it. And Howard with the second chance points. And now it's a 12-point Philadelphia lead.
It's a battle boxing Howard out. Too big, too strong.
And Bayless kicks to Burks. And he can't stop the run as he misses. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. 76ers on top, up by 12. We've got more in store for you right after this. A lot of potential having a shot at the NBA Finals. Here's what DJ had to say.
I mean, it feels good. It feels like all of our hard work this season is paying off. I mean, there are tons of great teams in the league, and to just be amongst them at the top means that we're doing something right. But all of that goes away if we don't finish the job. So we're laser focused. We're on a mission right now to bring back the championship and the ring home to all of our fans.
DJ wants a chance to play for the team. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. The Hornets also changing it up. Kaminsky is checked in for Favors. Williams comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And Monks subbed in for Burks. The young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. Wells is out there with Fultz. And it's B-Train in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, B-Train in the last matchup against the Cavaliers was phenomenal. He ended up with 53 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss. And they'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. Yeah, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Oh, yeah. Once he got them on the ropes, he never let them off the hook. It was full-speed energy basketball at its greatest.
Now here's Bayless. Not a lot of room. Williams sets a screen for Monk. 5 on the clock. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Hornets trail by 21. And you see Markelle Fultz and how he plays. Wasn't as hype coming into college, but he changed that tune after 1 season.
And in that final year, Fultz grew a full 3 inches. I think that helped move him into the elite prospect range. At 6'5", with that 6'10" wingspan, he has the special size that you look for, and really was the lone bright spot on an otherwise underachieving college team.
Embiid sets the pick for Fultz. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Zeller. Now let's take a moment to check out our race for Rookie of the Year. Here are some of the top young talents in the game. Who will be recognized as the best of the best? Well, you look at B-Train all season long. He has proven again and again that he is the cream of the crop. He's in the top spot right now, and the hardware could be his.
Yeah, at this point, he's separated himself from the pack. I don't know what more he could have done this year. It's been one amazing performance after another.
When Marvin Williams came into the NBA out of North Carolina, the world was expecting a lot out of him, mostly because of where he was drafted, which was number 2 overall back in 2015. He hasn't lived up, Chris, to those draft position numbers, but he has been a solid contributor his entire career.
Well, it's not his fault the GM picked him that high, so I don't know. I think most players knew what his potential was. I just think that was a mistake of the GM. But for Marvin, it took some time, but he's grown into playing the power forward position. He came in as a 3, believe it or not, so I always thought he was at a disadvantage. He's always been able to shoot and stretch the floor from that spot, but now if he had played the 4, coming in and stretched out bigger guys, I think that would have been more advantageous for his game.
There's the dish to Well. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Bayless kicks to Zeller. Kaminsky with the ball. Embiid's there.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done, man. He's taking over the game. Their lead's going to get even bigger if he keeps this up.
Charlotte calls timeout. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, in a game where offensively they were about as inconsistent as you're ever going to see them.
Well, because you can do a bunch of things well, but if you're incapable of scoring, none of the rest of that stuff really matters.
Derek Favors checked in for Cody Zeller. Bayless dishes to Monk. Hits the target from 18 feet. Monk's got 4 this quarter.
And Monk is a good shooter from the mid-range. He's only going to get better the more he looks to shoot from there.
Feeds to Embiid. Pass to B-Train. Dishes to Fultz. Bayless grabs the board. Hornets trail by 17. He feeds it to Monk from the arc. And another 3 for Charlotte.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Philadelphia has gotten half their shots from 3-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. He was all alone on that one. And the 76ers lead by 16. Right side Favors. He dishes it to Monk. There's the pick. Bayless with it. Out guarded by Simmons. Nobody near Williams. That's good. And so Bayless with the assist. 14 points for Williams. The 76ers leading by 13. Here's P-Train. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Well, he's played a smart and strong game. His field goal percentage proves it.
Charlotte's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Now here's Bayless. He's tightly guarded. Simmons with the defensive effort.
It's clear this just isn't his night. I mean, if they're going to keep him on the floor, I think his best role would be to be a decoy.
Heads up play. The defense collapses inside. He shrewdly launches the transition 3.
And Bayless kicks to Monk. Favors against Simmons. The putback, and there's Favors putting it right back in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Wells in the corner. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Another one. Man, he's just gotten into a great rhythm out there.
Part of this falls on the defense. I mean, you know he's hot. You'd like to force someone else to shoot the basketball.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers taking a 19-point lead into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Hey, you have done a really good job finding other guys and creating for yourself. What are you seeing out there that allows you to do that?
A lot of it is seeing what's available when we come down the floor and just, making a decision from there. I want to be able to punish them if they give me too much space, but, as soon as they start focusing on me, then I can get the ball to an open man, and the team has done a great job of finishing the play so far, D.A.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so... And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. What a game we're seeing from B-Train.
Yeah, the kind of leadership he provides, the pinpoint passing, we saw it all there on display in that first half.
Well, as a finisher, you're expected to play in that kind of environment because you know you can get the ball at any time.
Tipping off the second half, here's Steve Clifford's 5. MKG and Williams are the forwards. Jarrett Bayless is out there with Monk, and it's Kaminsky in at the 5 down low. Well, Chris, we often ask you who the best power forwards are right now. Let's switch it up. Who do you feel is the best true center in the league right now?
Well, I think you have to look at DeAndre Jordan and defensively what he does, and then maybe go down to Detroit and look at Drummond or Mark Gasol and how he can step back now, shoot the 3 and post you up. But to me, it's a no-brainer. If we're talking centers, and maybe he's even a power forward, I got to go with DeMarcus Cousins. He's a 7-footer that can score outside, inside, knock down free throws with consistency, 3-pointers with consistency, post you up like an old-school player, and then hit you with some new-school moves. He's something special to watch.
Embiid is intriguing as well, I think.
You have to love Embiid. He's a new-school type player, too, that is so agile, so versatile. You have to love his work ethic, his patience, the big process, and most importantly, I love his personality. It's great for the game. It grows the game. How can you not love this young kid? And hopefully he can stay healthy enough to show us all the great things that he has.
And Bayless kicks to Monk. The shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. Charlotte no good that time either.
0 for 3 now since halftime. Taking them a little while to find their rhythm.
Here's P-Train. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Williams passes to Kid Gilchrist. Back to Williams. They need this. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
They haven't been able to get their legs under them since coming out of the locker room. 0 for 4 to start the half.
For Charlotte, they've gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. Williams a screen. Shot off the screen. Yep, that one goes in there.
Oh, that's a big basket right there after misfiring on their first 4 attempts of the game.
Outside for Simmons. The pass to Beachman. Monk with the double team. Fultz the pass to Beachman. Just 5 to shoot. That's short off the rim.
The movement and the shot selection are good there, but you can't hit them all.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Kaminsky, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact. Line for 2. It's going to be on Sharch.
Look, he's one of those rare bigs who can score from anywhere. Kaminsky hasn't been as good of a free throw shooter as one might expect.
And the 76ers with some changes. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid, and it's C.J. Miles in for Simmons. Burks, he's checked in for Charlotte. Kid Gilchrist against Miles. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And in a short amount of time, Kid Gilchrist has established himself as one of the best perimeter defenders in the game. His long reach and tenacious athleticism really covers a lot of ground.
And the 76ers making a change here. McConnell's checked in. Here's P-Train. Charge passes to P-Train. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Charlotte calls timeout. Now the league has begun a program to crunch the numbers and learn how to reduce player injuries. It's just getting started. But, Chris, exciting to think that we'd be able to cut down on that part of the game.
Oh, yeah. You're talking to a guy that suffered injuries most of my career. I'm glad that we have more information now as far as, looking on the bench. You have player tracking cameras, the nutrition. You have more research and flexibility and strength. And so now it can all be measured. And as long as the player-doctor relationship is kept in privacy, I think it'll make a big difference.
He kicks it to Howard. Passes it to B-Train. Shoots from 12. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. It's blocked. The Hornets have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%. And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Dario Saric. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Zeller is checked in for Marvin Williams.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open, and it's too difficult of an adjustment to make.
And here is Zeller. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And the Hornets miss again.
Look, it hasn't happened yet, but he's got time to find his rhythm. And if he does, they can turn this thing around quick.
Well, J.J. Redick had quite the interesting free agency period. Greg, ultimately he signs with the 76ers on a huge one-year, $23 million deal.
Yeah, and this is the team that wanted him. Great fit with his shooting, something that they obviously needed. And Redick had a lot of suitors, but he saw something developing with this young Philly core.
Looking to get it going. The shot by Monk is no good.
A frustrating start to this quarterback.
Here's Miles. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. For Philadelphia, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. Charlotte's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Monk dishes to Williams. To the paint, here's Zeller. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Zeller's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, in college, Zeller showed great ability to face up and knock down mid-range jumpers. He's just now doing it more consistently in the pros.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Guys, with the Hornets' length and mobility at the 2 through 4 positions, the team switches a lot defensively. Coach Steve Clifford said, you have to deal with mismatches at times, but it makes defense simpler. With those guys, they're all big enough, strong enough, and competitive enough that they're going to battle. Kevin?
And having that kind of versatility on defense is huge. D.A., thank you so much. Burks can't get it to go. Philadelphia shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Puts up a three. Hits the three-point bomb. Burks has got 11 points here in just the second half.
I don't think they were expecting that shot. They didn't really make an effort to get out on it.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Embiid kicks to Šarić. Pass to Embiid. Outside, Simmons. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. 8 seconds left in the third. Just 3 on the clock, and no good. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Everybody, just cool it. This song is
You're back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Charlotte shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. B-Train out there with Fultz. Then there's Šarić. Then it's Simmons. And it's Embiid in at the 5. Home in the paint. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
He even knew he wasn't in good position. He tried to slide himself into a better spot. The official wasn't happy.
B-Train passes to Simmons. To the inside. Here's Embiid. It's tipped.
And despite the short wingspan for a big man, Kaminsky with the height and timing to still block shots.
Over Williams. Again, Embiid missing.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
Stone kicks to Williams. The shot comes out. Solid defense there from B-Train. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. And we know this league is enjoying great success. The Players Union going into last season created a program, Chris, to fund health insurance for all retired players with 3 or more years of service.
Well, I'm proud of our Players Union. I hope that other sports take lead. You know, you take care of those that come before you. That's one thing in the NBA we always know and the players will always respect. That's why it was a unanimous vote by the Players Association. It definitely was a proud moment. I'm proud of my NBA brothers.
Here's Kaminsky. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
I'm not sure if he was trying to show off or what, but he made an easy shot 10 times more difficult by fading away.
That one goes in.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Pass to Llewellyn. There's a good screen. Back to Bayless. Shoots the 3. Charlotte no good that time either.
Hate to say it, he's dragging them down. Not a single bucket.
The shot's good from B-Train. And we may have an injury here that does not look good.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
Oh, man, come on. Injuries like this can change the course of a game, even the whole season. Our thoughts and prayers are with him.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Zeller, he's checked in for Kaminsky. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Jared Bayless. Picked by Zeller. Williams kicks to Zeller. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. The 76ers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Slammed home, and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
Well, they continue to extend the lead. Terrific play on both ends of the court.
Down low, here's Carter Williams, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
The speed of Carter Williams, it makes him such a difficult cover, especially when he's rising up right into the contact.
The first one falls.
Yeah, it's been an interesting journey for Michael Carter Williams. He goes from Rookie of the Year to getting traded and traded again. Had a lot to live up to after that award, but the expectations might have been a bit unfair.
Charlotte making a switch here. Lamb's checked in. Here's B-Train. Banked in off the glass. B-Train's got 8 here in the quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
For Charlotte, they've gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Well, you go back to Carter Williams in that award. He had good numbers, but not great efficiency in them.
Well, I think he's settling into his niche of being a serviceable, bigger point guard. He can run a team, and although he isn't dangerous, he isn't hurting you that much either. If he ever wants to make that jump, though, he's going to have to fix that jump shot.
76ers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Good on the three-point shot.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, and it's been a team game, a number of contributions. Guys staying focused. That's why the league continues to grow.
Back to Williams. Kicks to Carter Williams. Charlotte moving the ball around. Here's Zeller. That shot, no good. Good D by Embiid. Shoots it. And again, another shot trained there from B-Train. B-Train's got 36. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Saric against Williams. Williams, a screen on Anderson. 4 on the shot clock. And Lamb kicks to Carter Williams. No good, unable to end this run. 76ers have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. And Anderson gets it to go.
And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check, another log on the fire.
Oh, I know this feeling. They're in that special zone where you feel untouchable. They haven't missed in a while.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Saric.
That's a good athlete. Nice fluidity and quickness. Lamb can draw fouls when he's pushing the action.
Well, Chris, the NBA game is a game of superstition. And even if you aren't superstitious, you still get into the habit of a routine. So what was your pregame routine that you had during your career? Something that was there every night with you before a game?
Well, about superstitions, Kev, I have one superstition, and it might sound weird, but it was to not have a superstition. So I'm a guy that can get caught up in routine and things like that. So if I played a great game and I had something to eat, I wouldn't eat the same thing on purpose because I didn't want the superstition to control me. I wanted, if for some reason I couldn't have the food, if for some reason I got to the game late, I never wanted that to be in my head. And so my thing was, since early in high school, I tried not to have a superstition. But in saying that, you do have a routine. And my routine as I got older was, before I get to the arena, I'd read the notes of the game and all that good stuff, and I'd just sit in the hot tub with my headphones on. I figured that that was the best way to get warm at an older age, and that's really the only thing I can remember relying on before a game, and that was in my older years.
Good story. Good story. Charlotte gets it back, and count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And the work ethic of Zeller. Now that's what makes him dangerous when scoping out opportunities on the offensive glass.
The 76ers making a switch here. Wells is checked in.
Well, Cody Zeller isn't looking to impress anyone with this play, but he is a solid contributor on the floor. I mean, he runs the floor well. He's very good around the rim. Great efficiency on the touches close-hand that he does get.
McConnell on the 3 off target.
Now, this has not been his best effort. He's lucky his teammates have been there to bail him out.
Carter Williams with the bucket.
Look, Carter Williams is a fantastic feel for inside the paint. Defenders have a tough time dealing with the size.
B-Train. The feed to Okafor. No good on that one. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Now here's Lamb. There's a screen by Williams. Lamb with the ball. And that one is off. Excellent D there from Okafor. To the right side. Here's McConnell. The 76ers with another miss.
He's been off target for the most part, but it hasn't held them back as a unit.
Lamb dishes to Zeller. Outside Williams. Feeds it to Carter Williams. And there's the pass to Lamb. Outside for Carter Williams. Another shot. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Okafor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. B-Train passes to McConnell. Good on the bucket.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammates after that one.
Charlotte shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Picked by Williams. Now here's Lamb. Defended by Miles. Now McConnell. It's stolen by Carter Williams. Passes to Llewellyn. Back to Carter Williams. And the game is a passion, as we know, Chris. But does it help to have outside interests? You're passionate about art. You make music. You're a writer. You're a thinker. Talk what all that is about and what that means to you.
Well, I think being a complete person helps whatever job that you're doing. You know, we all are more than our job. The basketball, you have to put everything into it. And so sometimes to rejuvenate yourself, you need to get fed other places and kind of feed your passions. And so I think a lot of times when players feed their passions, it's really just to have enough energy to complete their goal of getting through a grueling 82-game season with all the ups and downs, the expectations, the heartbreak, the celebrations. And so I think for myself and for many other successful players that I've seen, those that have tried to approach life with the same way that they approach basketball, that's just living with passion, try to learn as much as you can, enjoy every moment. Usually to me, they're the most successful because it takes pressure off of playing the game.
Here's B-Train. He's guarded by Williams. The dish now to Okafor. Pass to McConnell. Here's B-Train. Nice D from Williams. Moment here now for an injury report.
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from Charlotte's head athletic trainer. Unfortunately, it looks like that injury is going to be a severely sprained ankle. If he were to miss a lot of games, this would be a huge blow. This is a team that hoped and expected to make a deep playoff run this year. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Fingers crossed, and hopefully it's nothing but good news from now on when David gives us updates on it.
Sharge checked in for Philadelphia. Derek Favors checked in for Charlotte. Stone comes in for Lamb. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Here's B-Train. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. B-Train's got 38 points.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or it's sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
You can build a lead in a number of ways. Obviously, rebounding has been the backbone of their efforts all night.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And for the Hornets, they're shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Pass to Llewellyn. Dishes it to Favors. Over Sharge. Favors can't get it to go. The 76ers shooting 55% in the fourth. They are executing late.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the 76ers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for B-Train.
It's easy to look at his scoring as the key to this win, but there's so much more to it than that. It's a triple-double. He got it done everywhere.
Alec Burks checked in for Michael Carter-Williams. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's B-Train.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Yeah, that offense shifted into high gear. I love that attacking.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Stone kicks to Zeller. Here's the screen. Here's Favors. A beautiful reverse layup.
Yeah, you can't pass up a shot from such short range.
Now the 76ers with it. Outside for Miles. Picked by Okafor. Zeller with the double team. And stolen by Zeller. Here's Stone. He's covered by McConnell. Here's B-Train. Sends it down right in his face.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, with a double-digit lead at this point, they can pretty much mark this one up in the win column.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here. Almost a perfect game, and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Another triple-double tonight. So is this something you're planning to do all season?
As often as I can. I feel like when I'm able to contribute in multiple ways, the team is better off. Of course, there's no way that I'm able to get numbers without the help of my guys. So, all credit should be sent their way. I felt, we played a strong game tonight.
Well, you all did, but you led the way, so congratulations.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.
I like it. I see you use that move I taught you.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Thank you.
I'll give you that.
Hey, good job, son.